Hi, today I'm talking to Paul Grindley, an employment lawyer at Winston Solicitors. Paul's been practicing employment law for over 30 years. Paul, I wanted to talk to you today about settlement agreements and how to negotiate a settlement agreement. So first of all, just going back a step, what is a settlement agreement and how common are they?
Okay, a settlement agreement, as far as employment law is concerned, it's a legal document between the employer and the employee, which deals with essentially the exit or departure of the employee from that business or organization. And they arise in all kinds of situations. They are very common. They will arise whenever there is a dispute, or there may not even be a dispute. There may be an arrangement between the employer and employee that the employee is leaving. The employer may be concerned about a potential claim and wants to ensure that there's a complete legal clean break between the parties so that once the employee has gone, there is no comeback. And for the employee, it gives certainty and clarity, and it usually involves a lump sum and other terms which are agreed, including perhaps a reference.
And is a solicitor necessary in this process? And what's the sort of cost involved?
Okay, so these agreements do require a solicitor or other accredited advisor. So it doesn't have to be a solicitor, but in 90% of cases it is. It might be a union official who is accredited, but it does require that the solicitor or advisor has to be named and has to sign the agreement alongside the employee and the employer. And as a result of that, because the employee is essentially being driven to a solicitor, it's typical that the employer will pay a contribution or a fixed fee towards the costs. And generally the costs are around £350 to £500 plus VAT, but the employer will almost always pick that up.
And what's the sort of length of process? How long do things take?
Okay, so I do a lot of these, and I've done one. I mean, I can get a phone call. Literally, the record, I think, is about half an hour, where
Wow.
I've been sent an agreement. Sometimes the employee is saying, I've negotiated everything myself. Where do I sign? And all that needs to be done, and they may have inserted the name into the agreement, and it's all there ready to be signed. Both parties sign it. There's no need for all parties to be present with scanned documents, email documents. So it can be done very quickly. On the other hand, I have clients who come to me and say, and it may be, I act for employers and employees. So typically an employee client may say, I'm in a dispute with my employer. I want to try and get a settlement agreement. So I may be involved at a very early stage, and it may take several weeks to get to the finish line. If, for example, there's no agreement in principle, or the parties are going back and forth, and it becomes, the relationship has broken down and it's very difficult to agree terms. So it depends, but it can be very quick. The average length, I would say, is a matter of days, not weeks.
Brilliant. Excellent. Thank you. So, Paul, if people are watching and they're wanting to get some advice, speak to you, what's the best way to contact you?
So you can contact me through the Winston Solicitors website, or you can email me, which is paulg@winstonsolicitors.co.uk. I'm also happy for people to ring me on my mobile number, which is 07932 173 666.
Excellent. Thanks so much. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Take care.
Thank you. Goodbye.